Hey, welcome back to the It'll Be Fine podcast. I am your host, Erica Bell. I cannot believe it's been so long. I have missed talking with you, and instead of waiting until the new year, listen, I'm the type of person that if I set a goal, like if something is due on Monday, if I don't have it turned in by Saturday or Sunday, then I really haven't accomplished anything. That's how I am, right? Early bird. So instead of waiting for the new year to pick back up with this podcast, I'm doing it now. We're at the end of 2025. Happy all the days, right? Happy holidays. We're in it. We are in the thick of it. It'll be fine because it's the holidays. It'll also be fine because the holidays are almost over. If you are the type of person that doesn't like all of this, hoopla, it's almost done, my friend. It's almost done. But I am not that person. I love the holidays. And boy, oh boy, has it been a busy holiday season for me, for my family. Let's back it up, right? So I kind of consider, it's like, when does the holiday season really start? Kind of October, right? Like from Halloween into Thanksgiving, into Christmas, into New Year's. Those are the holidays that we personally celebrate in our family. It's been crazy. So let me back it up. I'm coming to you from my new house. And this is my favorite part of it, the view. I'm upstairs. I feel like I'm like in a tree house in the woods. I just love the view. That was really the selling point for me. Loved it. So let me back up. Thanksgiving. We spent Thanksgiving on a Disney cruise. Cannot say enough magical things about it. It was incredible. It was incredible. But 2 weeks before that, we decided it's time for us to move. We weren't actively looking for houses, but kind of over the last couple years, we've been kind of passively seeing what's on the market. And like, if we fell in love with something, then we would see if it was worth it to put an offer in. So again, the busiest time of the year, I wasn't really like scrolling through Zillow with all my free time I didn't have, but our realtor sent us a message and she was like, hey, I just wanted to see if you guys saw this, fell in love with the house. Long story short, we decide that we're going to put an offer in. They accept our offer. So then things kick into high gear. We've got a week before we leave on our cruise, which means I got a week of work. I've got 4 people to pack for a cruise for. No, I mean, my husband packed himself, but I still help him. And then we got to get our house on the market. So there's that. And also, because I am a home organizer and I have my own business in this area, I was like, things have to be just perfection at my house before my realtor can show it to anyone. I just wanted it to be like, there were not going to be any areas that were just not, I don't want to say perfect because that's silly. And I really don't strive for perfection, but I wanted it to be an appropriate reflection of my business. If someone came in and they knew what I did for work, I want them to be like, yeah, I want my house to look like hers, even though that's silly because each person's needs are different. Again, long story long, I just wanted it to look really great. So I bust my butt for a week, and at the end of the week, it does look great. And you know what? It frickin' paid off because we go on the cruise. Again, the cruise is over Thanksgiving. My mother-in-law turned 70 and she wanted to take me and our family and my sister-in-law and her family on this week-long Disney cruise. Thank you so much. It was incredible. So it's over Thanksgiving. On Thanksgiving, we find out that someone put in a full asking price cash offer on our house. Such a blessing. We already had so much to be thankful for, right? But we really just kind of took that as a sign from God that we were doing the right thing. I think there was part of me that was like, is the juice worth a squeeze? Like, I know I'm going to be doing the majority of this packing and the moving stuff and just the majority of the work in our home, right? And so was it enough additional things that it was worth it to move? Was it going to be that additional space that we were looking for? Was it, really nothing is going to be perfect when it comes to a home. And I get that unless you build, and I sure as heck don't want to build something. Talk about freaking way too much pressure, way too much work. So it doesn't have everything, right? But nothing would. So we decided, yes, it had enough of what we really wanted. And again, like this view, this is what got me here, like for the most part. Yes, of course, I'm so pumped about the extra play space my kids will have. I'm really pumped about having like an actual office. My husband, I don't know why I'm calling him my husband. You guys have met him. Jeff, he has recently started his own like watch buying and selling business, and he's freaking rocking it. And so like he really needs a place, a permanent place to like take his pictures and sit down and do his listings and all of that. And it's just nice to have an office, have somewhere to put all our books. Like I kind of wanted like a library. And then there's things that like I wasn't even expecting or necessarily needing, but like the closet in this house, I'm not trying to brag, but it is incredible. The owners of this home, they weren't really like expecting to move either. And they put a lot of updates into this house. And then they fell in love with more space. They actually are kind of more doing the farm life, not really farm, but more land. And yeah, they fell in love with the place. So, but again, they weren't like actively, I think, looking, just like same with us. So they were continuing to do updates on their house, like, and we got to reap the benefits of it, right? So that's where I am in the holidays. Then get back from the cruise, and we're like, okay, we'll close the beginning of January. That gives us a while, get all of everything into place. Because also my daughter, Pfeiffer, who is 7, she was having her roller coaster of emotions, which I get. I also was having a roller coaster of emotions. I was excited to be in this space, but it was really hard. Like we had great neighbors. It was hard to leave them. It was hard to leave the house that we brought our son home to, that we just have lots of memories as this complete family unit of ours, right? And it's the only house my daughter remembers. She lived elsewhere before, but she doesn't remember that home. She was too young. And so she was having a roller coaster of emotions. And she's like, I just want to have one last Christmas in our house. And my husband and I were like, okay, totally, that makes sense. And then the more we thought about it, the more we were like, especially me, I was like, I'm not going to be able to relax and enjoy Christmas if I have this move like looming over me. And I want to be able to enjoy this time of year. This is also my favorite time of year. And yeah, so with a little convincing, a little chatting with my daughter, she too was like, yeah, it doesn't really make much sense to like decorate and then have to pack up and then not, we got her on board. She was in need of a new bed anyways, but we kind of used that as like a real big selling point of like, you can pick out your new bed. She picked out something with a slide. It's really awesome. It's like a queen size bed. She has more space than she knows what to do with right now, but it's something that she can like use for a long time. Underneath is a loft. So she like has her desk. She can do like her work and her arts and crafts. And it's just a really, really special place. So we were like, you pick it out and within reason. And it's fast forward, it's turned out really great. So we decided, rip the Band-Aid off. We gave ourselves like 2 weeks and we just got that shit done. Thank the Lord. Literally, I am thankful for her every day, of course, but like my mother busted her butt helping us pack. Jeff and I were still working. Luckily, like my schedule was a little bit looser, a little bit more open. And again, I just feel like that's like such a blessing. Because at first it's like, oh my gosh, are you crazy to move in the busiest time of the year? But then that also happened to be kind of lighter on the organizing side this season. And so it's a blessing because like I didn't have to take time off work that could have been really busy. It was already a little bit slower. Oh, thank God for my mom. I think she packed more boxes, more crates than anyone else. Let me talk to you a little bit about crates. If you are moving, look for a crate rental company. Packing boxes is so last year, right? You rent these crates. They give you, I mean, each company I'm sure is different, but they give you a certain amount of time to pack them and then a certain amount of time to unpack them. The beauty of it is if you have to hold on to them for longer and like it takes you longer to unpack, you're paying more money. So it really kind of can light a fire under you if you're that type of person that works really well with that. But regardless, I recommend them because we ended up having some boxes because my in-laws are also in the process of like moving into a bigger space. They are building a house. And they emptied some boxes and we got some of theirs because we're like, oh, we'll save some money. We won't get as many crates. Every time we put together a box, we were like, this sucks. Like our tape wasn't sticking to the boxes properly. Like the handles were falling apart. We were like, crates are the way to go. So highly recommend that. I also highly recommend, I guess this is with my home organizing hat on, get rid of all the stuff that you don't need before you move. First of all, it's going to make showing your house better. It's going to make showing your house easier. And also, why move stuff that you don't want, need, like, care for, right? Take it as a good time to like purge things. Do not wait. I'm always happy to help people, but I've had multiple clients who have waited till after they move to like truly declutter and get more organized. And I'm like, why? Then you either had to physically lift those boxes yourself or you paid someone with your hard-earned cash to move them for you. Go through it. And then you will be settling into your new house with only the stuff that you need. That was such a beautiful feeling. And I honestly, maybe I'll go off on more of a tangent next time about everything with the house, but I'm still getting rid of stuff. I just don't want as much. And the longer I work as a home organizer, the more of a minimalist mindset I kind of am adopting. Again, I wouldn't call myself a full-blown minimalist. It's not like you would look at my house and be like, they have nothing in it. It's so crazy. But I just don't want a bunch of stuff. And I think this move is just really inspiring me too, to like start fresh, start clean. It like forces you to do that, right? So I'm grateful for that. The other thing is I'm excited to set this house up with the stuff I really want. We've had so many hand-me-downs over the years, and I love hand-me-downs. Do not get me wrong, and I love saving a buck, but I really want this house to be ours, like be what we want it to be, not, you know, your parents are getting rid of a chair, so let's take it, or this table, you know, they don't want this table anymore, so let's it. I know it means I'm gonna have to spend some money. I'm kind of in the mindset of like, if you've ever gotten married, when you're planning a wedding, honestly, it's like the money is a different amount when you're getting married. Like things don't make sense. Like you would never normally pay X amount of dollars for a meal for someone, but like when you're catering a wedding, whatever, or you may normally not spend so much money on a dress or shoes, but it's like a different world. It's like just different. So I kind of have that mindset right now of like, well, I've already spent a bunch of money on this new house, so I'm going to just keep making it what I want. Like kind of spend all the money right now and then just work my tail off to make it back, you know, that sort of thing. But I'm also not rushing to rush into anything. Like I want to be intentional about like what we're buying and really kind of what we're making it. So if that means that it's just going to have to be a slow process, it's going to be a slow process. So The first thing I did when we moved into this house was get decorated for Christmas. I wanted to enjoy the holiday. Again, wanted my daughter to feel like we weren't missing out on any of that. So that is one of the first things I did. I'm so happy about that. And now I'm really trying to balance my time between, okay, I've got some time off. Let me get as much stuff done as I can, and like relaxing. I never have time off to do nothing, and my kids are off school. Like I want to be productive, but also get some rest and just enjoy what we got for Christmas or enjoy what my kids got. Listen, I got this, right? The funny thing is, I really wanted a fireplace for Christmas. I wanted my husband to either like install one, like do one of the electric ones or something like that. Well, I ended up getting what I wanted, but it came with a move. So I've definitely been enjoying my new fireplace. But, you know, just enjoy being together as a family, enjoy this time of year. I just want to savor it. But it's already, of course, flying by. Now I got to decide. It's been a little while since I've created New Year's goals, resolutions. I used to be very, very into that, like very goal driven. And I just feel like I've been not in survival mode, but just going through the motions, or just kind of being so busy and being like, this is fine. Where I'm at is like fine and great. My business is good. My family's good. And so just like keeping up with that. But there is something nice, like, how are you going to achieve anything if you don't have a clear vision? So giving myself the opportunity to really sit down, be at peace, and get a clear mindset of what I want to accomplish next year, or like how I want to be going into the year. I'm excited to do that. So yeah, New Year's coming up next. We don't have any New Year's plan. I love New Year's. I've always loved New Year's, but now it's like, Mama can't hang that late. I don't stay up. So usually we do something like with the kids, like a New Year's or whatever. So we'll do something like that, I'm sure, probably with my brother and his kids, my parents. No big plans, but I want to still celebrate. I don't want the season to be over. This is the funny thing too, like I haven't opened all my presents because I'm the person that likes like the anticipation. And then once it's over, I get really sad. I'm the same way with my birthday. And so it's like, well, if I stretch it out, if I don't open everything up, it's not officially over. So I just stretch it out for as long as I can. So that's the place I'm at right now. That odd place between Christmas and New Year's and not really being settled and trying to find, you know, my way for next year, what I'm doing. But I'm happy to be back here with you. I've missed the pod. So here's to many more episodes and hopefully with more consistency. All right, I will talk to you next time. Be well.